All right, welcome back to Audiology. This is episode 7. Apologies for my absence over the past month. I was away touring with YNG Martyr on some festival shows across Australia, which was fun, but I'm back and in the studio now and here to deliver the goods. We're going to get into Miley Cyrus's new track, Flowers, today. It was produced by Kid Harpoon and Tyler Johnson, mixed by Spike and mastered by Randy Merrill, all of which are of Harry Styles fame and worked on his recent brilliant album. Right off the bat, the bass line is driving and leading the song, in my opinion, and what's beautiful about the way the mix is done and the bass is recorded is every single bass note is audible. I'm not sure how they've done this. You know, when you're playing a bass, you've got notes and frequencies all over the board, and in a lot of speakers, not every note is audible, but it seems like they've found a way to make sure that no matter where they are on the bass, it's audible. I know there's some plugins by Waves that help out with getting some of the upper harmonics of a bass across, max bass being one of them, distortion and saturation being one of them, but it sounds pretty clean. So they've done a beautiful job on the bass with this. There's also some really cool vocal pop production. There is either some doubling going on, so multiple layers of vocal being heard as the lead, or some pretty intense chorusing happening. It just feels like a really wide, big lead vocal, not very dry. The vocal's also super in your face, so a way a lot of engineers get this done is through parallel compression, blending the lead vocal with a highly compressed version of it so that it's in your face the entire time, or just using, and they've probably used both, or using just 100 different points of automation, so making sure that not a single syllable is out of reach of the listener. Just like a lot of other songs we've reviewed, we've got some really wide, lush, multi-tracked backing vocals in this song, and once again, they're less bright than the lead vocal. So to the listener, this kind of makes the vocals feel further back in the mix. And then when Miley's lead comes back in, it's got that top end air on it and it makes you feel like it's right there in your face. Drums in this song are also really cool. In the verse, the kick feels super deep, just driving the song. And then when we get to the chorus, the drums feel really bright. The hi-hat is right there and the kick is loud. Yeah, I guess for a band sounding song, it's a really loud kick, which in my eyes puts it in that dance pop category despite the organic instrumentation all over it. So yeah, really cool, driving the energy of the chorus. There's a beautiful stereo image in this song. You hear it in the opening section. There's some vinyl crackle. There's this really beautiful instrument moving a little bit ear to ear. And the main chords that are driving the verses and chorus feel very wide. Finally, I think the most interesting thing I picked up on in this song is the mastering compression. And whether that's happened in the mix or the master or both, I don't know. But yeah, I guess they've done a beautiful job in getting the verse and the first chorus really up there and in your face, very slammed in terms of compression. And just to my ear, it feels like the later choruses struggle a bit with the level that it's been pushed to. You know, it's standard in pop music as each new chorus comes in, you add something new, something exciting, so that the energy is constantly building throughout the song. And just hearing the final chorus feels quite fatiguing to my ear. It feels like you've got so much more music just pushing up against this wall of compression. Yeah, it just, to my ears, feels like it loses energy a little bit towards the latter end of the song, which is a bit disappointing because I feel like it had a really strong start. And it's a tough thing, you know, like pop music functions on capturing the listener as quickly as possible. People are flicking through, and this same technique is what's made it so captivating in the first half, and I feel like the double-edged sword of that is it suffers a little bit in the end. Not that I think that'll affect the listener too much. Once again, you've got these really perfectly produced and recorded wide vocals and bright drums driving the energy forward. Incredible bass line too, and incredible mix work. But yeah, I think in pop music, we've just got to be cautious of how much we're pushing our level sometimes as mastering engineers, because obviously to the listener, louder equals better, but it's not without consequences. So yeah, beautiful new track by Miley Cyrus. Whole production and mixing and mastering team are people I respect immensely, and I can't wait to hear more from her album. See you later.